America. For all you Americans out there, happy belated 4th of July. I actually spent like 4th of July doing very little productive stuff. I just kind of hung out with the neighbors a little bit and just shut off some fireworks and actually tried to clean. I'm not really, much of a cleaner, but I have a project today, nothing to do with cleaning, but I wanted to say this before I get into the project. It's crazy how things get messier before they get cleaner. Like, I have all these boxes. These were all full with different wires and hookups and things like that. I'm still going through, look at this. Look at this super old, I think that's IDE. Yes, this is an IDE DVD drive or CD writer. I mean, I have some old stuff, but I'm sorting through all of this stuff and I'm trying to put it in a kind of sort of a separated fashion. Like, this is like video, audio, somewhat related stuff. This is USB related things, like internal and external USB stuff, whatever. And this is like internal cables, IDE cables, and like PCI Express stuff. And I don't know, of course, okay, I guess we're just not gonna have that in there. That's cool, whatever, dick. So before, every time I needed a cable, I would go looking through multiple boxes, or I'd go be like, I think I have this time here. You know how it is. So now I'm taking this, for example. This looks like a Molex to a fan adapter. That would go there. See how easy this is? Look at this. Look at this. This looks like, I'm gonna say a RAM cooler. Doesn't matter. This kind of sort of goes there. I've been kind of doing for most of the weekend. And it's getting worse, but once this is done, it's gonna be so much better. Also, bonus, I found candy. Yes, win. I am now in my studio. It does not get any better. I ripped this thing apart to steal parts to fix Loki. I still got stuff everywhere. It's so bad, but seriously, I have a goal today to start on. So once a year, the company I work for, we have this camping trip thing. I mean, it's basically just like alcohol, guns, explosions, four-wheelers. I mean, not necessarily in that order. Drink responsibly, never handle a gun while you're drunk. But it's just a weekend of doing nothing but having fun out in the wild with explosives and guns. This year, I want to create a challenge because we have some skilled shooters in the group. I want to create a challenge that has a little bit of a reward, but I'm not entirely sure how to do it. And that is a moving target. I'm sure this is on somewhere you could buy it, but I'm trying to build it instead because I like to DIY and fail at stuff. It's more fun. Just imagine a 2x4 sticking up, I don't know, 6 feet, and it has a propeller on it, and the propeller moves. And on one side of the propeller is, I don't know, tannerite. On the other side, a counterbalance to make sure it doesn't flop around and fall over. And everybody who wants to get in on the contest throws down $5. $5 gets you 5 shots. If you can hit the spinning tannerite thing and make it explode, by the way, I realize that probably the first tannerite hit will destroy this entire contraption, and that makes me a little sad, but also slightly excited because I'm gonna make this thing kind of go fast. Whoever hits it first gets the pot. Everyone can buy in. If everyone misses the first round, which you can draw names and see who gets to take the first shot, if everyone misses, they could buy in again. And then it's more. It's more money on the line. I mean, we could be talking about dozens of dollars here, guys. Dozens. To give you an idea of what I want to do, I'm going to try to illustrate this as best as I possibly can, right? And let's see, what color do I want? From the front, in a 3D-like fashion, this is going to be the base. Just some very basic 2x4 action at the base. And then it comes up in a 3D-like fashion. Look at that. Oh, yes. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Look how 3D that is. Look at it. That is so 3D. Like, it is just popping in your face. And then on the front, just like a propeller, just like this. It'd be like, I don't know, boom, right? And it's just like a little thin piece of wood. Doesn't have to be a thick one, just a little thin piece of wood, right? It's just like that. On one side, I'm just gonna put a little bit of tannerite right there. Just, that's the tannerite explosion. Look at that. That's the best one right there. And on this side, just, you know, a little counterweight, you know, whatever I need to balance it out. And when someone shoots a bullet from the front, goes, the only problem is that I need to somehow have like a motor sitting up here, right? This is kind of like just floating a little bit. So this is obviously going to be off because I did not plan for this. This will probably be somewhat in here and it's going to stick through and it's going to mount and this motor is going to make this thing spin somehow. And that motor is this. Now, I don't know how this is going to work yet, but I want to make this, have this spin. To assist me with this project, I have a gear and a smaller gear. And the idea is that this motor is going to go into here like so, right? Of course, it's not right now, but it's going to go into there and then it's going to spin this and then that's going to make this, right? And this has little holes and that is going to attach to this somehow, probably with screws because yeah. Now the first thing I have to do is make a working proof of concept by using just the smaller piece of wood. And I say that because I don't have a larger piece of wood that is this lightweight and easy. So I'm gonna get this to work, hopefully, and then we'll go from there. So I found a nut and a bolt that goes together and this is going to go through the middle here. Let's see, like so. So all I have to do is drill a hole in this and then hopefully it's long enough. Is it long enough? Oh yeah, that's long enough. And since I'm, you know, kind of in the proof of concept design, I'm just gonna eyeball this because it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm gonna redo it anyway. So right about there. To make sure it doesn't spin out of control, I'm just gonna put one screw right in there. And it's at this point in the video I realized my first problem, okay? I need this to be longer because it has to attach to the 2x4. You know, this is what happens when you wing stuff, is you make mistakes. I'm okay with this. Just for the general, you know, proof of concept phase here, I'm going to attach this as my working model. So, okay, so this has got to go on here somehow. Okay, so that was kind of a premature hole. I should have used a smaller bit because I don't actually have a nut and bolt big enough. So I'm trying a different route to connect this because, yeah. So anyways, new hole. And let's hope this one works. Right there. By the way, I spent $240 on this drill set. I don't know who makes it, but the dude showed up like a salesman at our where I work, and he was like, "Oh, this is the best drill set ever," and he did a bunch of demonstrations. And like seriously, it's amazing just having a badass drill set that works on everything, metal, whatever. And now I connected these. So that's pretty much secure. So hopefully this hole is the right size. Totally is. All right, now we're making progress. This is actually all from like TV mounts and just random things. So they're really, really crappy screws, but that's okay. They don't need to be great. They just need to be functional. I don't know. There we go. That looks perfect. Perfect. And there you have it. Look, check this out. It spins. It's a little, like it doesn't spin freely, but I'm making progress. Now the big question is, how do I get this to touch that? I'm so close. If it looks stupid, but it works, is it still stupid? So a little piece of blue. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Zip ties. I know, just bear with me. I realize I'm not an engineer. I know. See, check it out. Hopefully this spins this way, but look at that. It's spinning, most of it. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, good contact. It's not moving. Like, as long as a bullet doesn't hit that, which hopefully it won't, I feel like I just did it. And to test it out, this is a 12 volt. I'm going to hook up an Energizer, like 9 volt thing to it. So I don't know if I want it to spin a different way. I think with motors, all you have to do is reverse the polarity of it, but I don't really know for sure. But either way, that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna see negative, nope, that's positive. So I'm gonna hook these up, and I probably should move my hand. So here we go. Here we go. Stand back. Nope, not working at all. Maybe my little thingy here will. I don't know. I'm gonna try though. Multiple voltages. It can do 6 to 12 volt at 1.5 amp. Time to find a different power source. This, however, it is a 12 volt, 1.5 amp power supply. So I know I don't know which one is which, but I'm gonna try anyway. Nope. Maybe I got them reversed. Well, shit. I need more amperage. Negative. Ooh, whoa. I don't know what that means. Bad? Bad? More blue towels to the rescue. I can get the clamping side here. Blue towel. There we go. Okay, so this thing is just pushing power, and this is pushing this up. As you can see, even with the very high quality job I did with the zip ties, it's just not enough to keep this thing planted down where it needs to be. So I gotta figure out a better solution. Look how perfect that is. Ooh, too tight. There we go. That's pretty tight. I don't know. Okay, so I didn't have a nut and bolt big enough. I think that once I actually make the real version of this, I will be way more prepared, actually go and get what I need from the hardware store. But in order to get this going, pretty much Big Spoon, he sent me like some random wall mount things, and they had a larger, I don't have one out, but they had a longer one, but it wasn't exactly long enough. So I drilled in a countersink hole. Basically, you can kind of see it there. I had to drill it in just to make it fit. I got that to stop tightening. So it may work. There's more screws. it up. There you have it. It's toast. There was smoke, it came out. Obviously, the 12-volt wall battery, oh, that's warm. Yeah, that thing is definitely toast. The 12-volt did not work. There's only 1.5 amps. The jet ski battery, which is a 12-volt battery, probably pushes, I don't even know what 12-volt batteries on jet skis pull, but they're probably, I don't know, 10 amps or something. I have no idea, but yeah, that motor's toast. So I learned today, I'm not an engineer. I don't have the basic fundamental ability / knowledge of voltage, amperage, and motors. I went full send YOLO on stuff that I don't understand and fried a $20 motor, and my entire idea of making, you know, this year's little man trip is what we call it, slightly more fun, just a disaster, at least in that aspect. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do from here. I'm thinking that I'm just gonna go buy a fan, an AC powered fan. This whole thing was based off of running it off a car battery. Should have did more research, but I could go to Walmart and get a fan, just tear that thing apart. Just cheap fan. So yeah, that's where we are. I was thinking I'm not even going to post this video because it was a complete failure, but I embrace my failures and I make fun of myself. So, you know, I expect nothing more of myself than to fail. So why not make it public? Thanks for watching. Dislike this video. Probably unsubscribe. I'm just gonna go with that.